Alright, welcome back to the 4th episode of Doing Nothing in Terms of Progress here in Isle of the Blessed. But, again, exploration, reading, talking, listening, that's all still part of the experience. So experience we shall. Hi Prometheus, what's going on?
I believe in a creator because I experience a creative force within myself that seems connected to or reflective of something greater. A drive towards being and becoming inherent in the universe itself. The discovery of the theory of everything has not undermined that belief. Oh no, to the contrary. I believe that the language of creation reveals a creator who sees no difference at all between mathematics and music, whose suns and planets are notes of a melody, whose galaxies are symphonies. A nebula is a painting, an atom is a machine, and they are all part of a masterpiece. And if I'm mistaken and there is no creator, then the duty of finishing the masterpiece falls to us.
Uh-huh. I mean, it's a little weird, but I get where it's going, where it's like Barzai is both saying art has no profound meaning, it doesn't have to have a point, but then also it absolutely does have a point, and it's the greatest thing ever, and is proof of God. But like, I get that it's like a different type of meaning ascribed to it, where it's like each work of art doesn't have to say something and like be interpreted as something specific, but the art itself is speaking for itself in that sense, and like is a creative work of God or something, or God through you, I suppose. So yeah, I mean, I guess I get it, but it does seem a little contradictory depending on how you interpret it. Oh, and here's the golden puzzle. I guess we'll get that on the map. Yeah, just like that, and then I guess there's a lost puzzle behind it. Is it up here on the hill? Yeah, hidden away a little bit. Oh, and there's a spark. Okay, so we found something else. Yep, nothing there. Oh, and there's another log. Okay. The family will have to wait. Oh, we couldn't get up here, can I? I don't think there would really be any point. It's not a big rock. No, like, big plateau or anything. Nah. Yeah, so there's that. What are you up to now, Barzai?
I often think about the strange inversion that occurred to the notion of progress. In the waning days of the old world, our ancestors came to believe that progress as applied to society was a myth, a narrative illusion. Despite their world changing around them, they believed that things must stay the same. Indeed, that things never really could change, even if most people wanted them to. And yet, in the arts, they began to see progress as the only true value. They no longer asked, is it beautiful? Is it true? Is it fun? Instead, they said, is it new? Does it break conventions? Does it subvert the old?
That's true.
They fashioned forms increasingly alien to themselves, pursuing something they could never find, because they were looking for it in the wrong place. To fully pursue truth and beauty, art must be liberated from the notion of progress. But this liberation could never be accomplished by art itself. Art does not precede the world, and it was always the world that had to be transformed.
I think I followed most of that. What's this about? It's not like a human artifact we can look at, but I mean, it seems very clear as like an object of note in some way, but there's nothing to note really here, but okay. Boat. And yeah, we have the thing to use the code on, or at least maybe. I don't know if it's like, if there's multiple of those. If there's multiple Sphinx statues then. So yeah, this one, where is it pointing? This direction somewhere. Maybe under here or behind here or something, or up in here somewhere. Okay, let's see if I can just pop in that one code. Maybe it's just like 3 different Sphinx solutions that all just you input on this same like pylon board. Whatever you want to call it. Okay, but thankfully we have it in here, or I would not remember it. No, this looks different. Yeah, that is completely different. This is like a circle. Yes, that is not the same, so this would be a Sphinx engraving for the red area, I suppose. And this, we have to find the Sphinx statue in the green area. Because yeah, we have Prometheus, we had Pandora, so surely there's going to be a Sphinx statue somewhere in here as well. Probably just nestled somewhere I didn't look. Just going to be on the lookout for a Sphinx. Oh no, yeah, I've done that. Where are all these other question marks, I wonder? There's a lot of them. I guess we should maybe have this conversation. There's the Sphinx, okay. Yep, alright, so that's that. So, I guess you press these ones. Yeah, let's try and do that. A lot of running. Yeah, this area definitely feels more massive than Orpheus in terms of, like, sheer size. Okay, is it the opposite then? It was the opposite. Cat Lady, solve 1 Sphinx monument in Isle of the Blessed. Alright, cool. I do wish they were maybe a little more inventive, these Sphinx monuments, if we're just gonna have 3 Sphinx monuments that all have to do with, like, pillars that you just place in a specific configuration. Like, at the very least, they could have done it, you know, the 3 different types of puzzles you have, like, one of those, one where, like, you have to interpret a map and find something, and then one where you, like, see a depiction of a view that you're supposed to look at, and then see, like, oh, there's an X mark over there, I'll go there, and there's a lever. They could have done, like, 3 different versions of those, I feel.
Kind of a shame there aren't any cool aphorisms for collecting stars. Maybe I should come up with my own. He who questions training only trains himself at asking questions.
Very wise, Yakut. Yeah. That is so true. Oh, and we can get up here. Okay, it's just laser sounds. And yeah, here's Pandora again. But yeah, not much else going on here. Okay, I think let's go talk to the fam. And we'll see. We'll see how long they take. And otherwise we may actually be able to do like one puzzle, even though I'm definitely not done yet. Let's start with Miranda, I suppose.
You're cute. Can we talk for a moment, please?
Uh-oh. We need to talk?
Of course. Are you okay?
I was just looking at the waves, relaxing, and suddenly I started thinking, am I a terrible person, Yakut? I caused so much pain. I drove mother and father apart. I almost derailed the entire future just because I was arrogant and entitled and self-important, and now I just get to have a cool boyfriend and colonize planets and sit on beaches and how is this fair? How is
Isn't
any
it
of this
fair to have a second chance? It isn't. The universe isn't fair. Everyone makes mistakes. You learn from yours. That's what matters. Yeah, that's what I think. This, oh my god, this is such a bad one to say. Just like all of your worries and stuff. Just like, wait, I'm cool? I'm cool? It wasn't all you. Yeah, I mean, this is the obvious correct choice, I would say. Like, yes, you made a mistake, but like, you couldn't have really foreseen that, and like, you had to learn. Learning is part of growing up, and making mistakes is part of growing up as a person. So everyone makes mistakes and changes over time.
Everyone makes mistakes. You've learned from yours, and that's what matters.
I guess that's true. But why do I find it so hard to accept all these good things that have happened to me?
Imposter syndrome. It's the same for me sometimes. I think we spent most of our lives in a world that made it very hard to like yourself. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that, so I guess I'll say like I don't know, but yeah. It's the same for good old Yakut as well. Yeah.
I don't know. It's the same for me sometimes.
Then we'll figure it out together. That seems like a sensible plan. Now, do you want to talk about something else?
Yeah, that worked out.
I'm done being dramatic.
How are your parents?
Healing, I think. Still a long way to go, but I'll get there.
Yeah. Let's continue.
You know, we should really visit Eustathius at some point.
You're right. I've been meaning to get to know him, and he did invite us. I'll send him a message. Maybe we can go next week.
Did you come up with any crazy new ideas while I was solving puzzles?
You haven't been solving puzzles,
It's
Yakut.
not a new idea. Alexander Drennan came up with it first, but... Dinosaur planet. Obviously, there were lots of dinosaur species over millions of years, but I'm certain we could put together a functional ecosystem that supports all the really cool ones. I mean,
who defines
not
what the cool
now,
ones are?
but maybe in 1,000 or 2,000 years.
I feel like I was going to say something. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, just like, shouldn't it make sense to have this not be a thing you can talk about until you've done like a couple puzzles, like 3 or 4 or something, and then this would pop up? Similar to in the main game, where like after you've done enough, you can suddenly talk to people again because you have new things to say. But yeah, I don't know.
How do you like the exhibition?
I listened to some of Barzai's recordings. I'm fascinated by his view of the world.
And I
Especially
completely
this
disagree.
notion of a creator who is reflected in his creation. I'd love to hear him debate Lithrasir, if we ever find him.
Yeah, that's 2 versus 1 in terms of Lithrasir.
Can you invent a litter tray that disintegrates cat poo?
That's a brilliant idea. I can definitely do that. Just have to make sure it only disintegrates the poo that's outside the cat.
No, I was gonna say the opposite. Like, why not take it a step further? Just invent something, a little chip that you put on your cat, and it just disintegrates all the poo inside of them immediately, and then you never have to deal with it ever again.
When you think about the future, what are the dangers that we face?
Armies of rogue litter trays mercilessly disintegrating us. No, to be honest, I think it's scale. The Earth is a tiny place by comparison to the infinite vastness of the cosmos. The theory of everything gives us incredible amounts of power, but there are stars out there the size of our solar
Incredible
system.
amounts? Isn't it
There
infinite?
are black holes of 1 trillion solar masses. Not to mention the anomaly.
Alright, gotta go. Love you.
All right, gotta go. Love you.
Love you too.
Yes, I mean, it must be... Oh. It must be kind of far into the future if they've, like, you know, advanced that far. Okay, let's start with Athena, I suppose.
What's up?
What's up, bro?
Have you done any more research on that anomaly you discovered?
No, one of these days, but not yet. For now, I need to learn to live again.
And that is another point for it probably hasn't been that long.
Are you enjoying the exhibition?
The location is wonderful, and I love Barzai's ideas and themes. But even though I get the point, it's too biographical for me. I can't really look back at what happened and just treat it like an inspirational story. But that's okay. The good thing is that my pain doesn't have to affect everyone else now. And I don't have to feel the weight of the world on my shoulders.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with that, and it is almost a little bit of that, like this... we don't know exactly what this whole exhibition is truly about, like the meaning, but if it does relate to Athena and like our power as a civilization and the megastructure and all that, then yeah, like it's kind of doing the same thing that we were doing before of like aggrandizing Athena and putting her on a pedestal and stuff, but I suppose it's not like specifically about her.
What did it feel like being the first to step foot on another world?
At first, I wasn't sure it should be me, but 1K convinced me, and I'm glad he did. As for what it felt like keeping a promise I made to Alexandra Drennan. She wanted us to reach for the stars, and after all this time, we finally did.
Maybe she was just being metaphorical and wasn't saying actually travel to different star systems. It was just saying, like, you know, reach for the stars.
Do you think we'll make first contact soon? With aliens, I mean.
I don't know. I'm sure there's life all over the universe, and some of it must be intelligent. But the distances are vast, and most of the universe is barren, so it might take a few more years before we find another civilization.
Just a few years?
Then again, our wormhole technology still needs a lot of refinement. So who knows what will happen when we finish the next version.
Barzai believes that there's a creator, a mind that made the universe.
This must be
What do you
new,
think?
right? From listening to
If
it?
the language of creation is a melody, could there be a composer? I suppose so. But who created the creator? And if the creator was always there, why can't the melody have always been there? Is it so much worse if we were created by the inherent beauty of the cosmos and not by a person?
Yeah, I kind of agree with that, honestly. Like, it's kind of weird to think that, like, because everything has existed forever, or, like, was created at some point, there must have been something to create it. Because, yeah, by that logic, something must have created the creator before then, and then you just get, like, an infinite loop of just, like, nothing can have existed forever. And if a creator existed forever, then why can't a creation have existed forever as well? I mean, yeah, I'm just, like, paraphrasing what she just said, but yeah, that's a good point.
Now that you've been free for some time, do you think we picked the right path?
I think it would be dangerous to assume that we can't make mistakes. But they don't have to be the same mistakes. War, oppression, exploitation. I don't believe that these are just part of the human condition. I think they're childhood diseases, and their time is over.
If you have any relationship advice, I'd love to hear it.
Me? Yakut. I'm the one who messed everything up. It was all of you who saved me. But, my biggest mistake was not appreciating what I had. I don't think there's ever been anyone like Cornelius. He has so much love, so much dedication.
So many
and
dad
I got
jokes.
So overwhelmed with grief that I almost lost him. It's strange how selfish grief can make you sometimes. It isolates you and, you know, no matter how much we improve the world, there will always be grief. So when it rolls around, try to remember that none of us can find the answers alone.
I should go.
All right, I should go.
Yeah, that was an interesting conversation. I was just thinking while listening to many of these that I really wish we could remove the UI at the top somehow, like have a, I don't know, pressing tab or something, pressing some kind of key binding. We haven't gotten any more like social media, no? But yeah, some key binding to just like hide it away and then press it again and show it if you like want to see, oh, where am I on the compass? Just like showing it when you want to see it, because that wasn't a thing, right? It's a compass. Yeah, it's just hide question marks. It just, yeah, you can hide the interface, but you can't have a hotkey for it, I guess. Yeah, I wish I could have a hotkey for this to just like disable this while I'm just like running around and stuff and I don't care about what the compass is showing. I mean, I guess like for now I may as well hide the interface. Yeah, there's not really anything else. Yeah, I mean, in that case, I may as well just use the console. Yeah, oh yeah, and it hides like everything. Yeah, that's a problem. Like, I don't want to hide this. I just want to hide the actual, like, GUI, the stuff on the screen, not like every interaction. Yeah, that's too bad. And auto plus puzzles means, like, yeah, you just see the interface inside a puzzle. You can't do anything else. Yeah, that's a shame. That is a shame.
Hello, Yakut.
Hi, Dad.
Miranda said you're working on a new project.
That's right. I'm trying to determine whether it's possible to salvage the individual personalities that were uploaded from Gehenna.
Oh?
Shouldn't that be easy, now that we basically understand everything?
We understand the rules of the universe, but that doesn't mean we have no limitations. There's a lot of data from the simulation that simply no longer exists. If I just fill it in with my best guess, I'm not really recreating the citizens of Gehenna, am I? There's no continuity. I'm just creating something similar.
I mean, that's true, but, like, wasn't that the whole point? That, like, understanding everything, all the rules of the universe, everything within it, every single atom, every single, like, thing you can do, wouldn't that imply that you, like, understand everything that has ever been and will ever be as well? Because otherwise it's not really a theory of everything. So, yeah, I don't know. I've just always felt like this whole theory of everything thing sounds more limited than it should be based on the name. But, I mean, sure, it's like the theory of how to bend the laws of physics to get infinite power or something, more so than everything else. I don't know. It's a little strange. Okay, similar is better than nothing. I don't think that's necessarily true. You're right, they wouldn't be themselves. Or I think there would be continuity at a deeper level, something beyond our perception. I don't know, that's just like a guess. You can't really say that with like any type of confidence. Like if Cornelius just recreates Gehenna people from just memories without like actually fully understanding them, would there be continuity at a deeper level? I don't really think so. I think I'm just gonna say they wouldn't really be themselves.
You're right. They wouldn't really be themselves.
Exactly. And that troubles me. But if I can find a way of fully restoring them, then this becomes the best kind of ethical dilemma. A theoretical one.
Uh-huh.
What do you think of the exhibition?
I'm not an art critic. I'm just here to enjoy this beautiful island and to spend time with my family.
Okay.
How do you see the future of our civilization? Do you think we're doing okay?
I'm optimistic. Not desperately trying to maintain my faith in humanity, just looking forward to what's next. I'm sure there will be some bumps in the road here and there, but yeah, I think we're doing okay.
Also, did he used to have, like, the number 2 or something? Did he, like, scrape that off? I don't remember when we saw him in the main game if he's, like, already didn't have a number here. I guess, like, does Athena have them too? I guess the first companions might not have numbers because, like, they didn't know that they were gonna be numbered in that sense.
Do you have any idea what that anomaly is?
Wait, it says 3. Oh my god, it's so subtle. Never mind.
That Athena discovered in space.
Perhaps it's something the theory of everything genuinely doesn't account for.
But that doesn't make
it's
sense!
Something entirely within the laws of physics, but in some way we haven't thought of. Or perhaps my brother Eustathius is right, and it's evidence of the prime mover. Either way, it's a reminder to stay humble.
Yeah, I don't know. I really can't, like, fully understand their intent with the whole theory of everything thing. If the theory of everything doesn't encompass everything, then it's not the theory of everything. I don't know. I mean, like, I think I get what the theory of everything has to do with in terms of, like, physical reality, but I don't know. It's still just, like, a little weird.
What's the biggest danger we face as a civilization?
I don't know. We're only just getting started, and each era of development has its own challenges. But if I had to venture a guess, I would say solipsism.
Oh,
In
that's how it's
liberating
pronounced.
the individual, we're making social bonds more and more optional. We will have to learn to choose to be social.
I'm pretty sure I pronounced it like solipsism or something.
Your dedication to your family is incredibly inspiring. How can I be more like you?
You flatter me. But I don't know if I'm really a good role model. I made so many mistakes, and the only reason we're here is because other people picked up the slack. You were part of that, Yakut. Don't sell yourself short. You and 1K and the others took this enormous, unbearable tragedy and turned it into a triumph of love and life. That doesn't happen every day.
Okay, I should.
Okay. I should...
Off you go.
Okay. I thought, like, that was implying that he was going to interrupt us and do something, like, awkward and dad-like. But yeah, okay. I guess we will leave it off there. I don't know, did it save just now? I don't know when it saves. Let's, like, do a quick teleport. Where was the, thing over there? And that should save it. Yeah. Still no puzzles. Maybe next time. We will see. That saved, right? Yeah, it did. So yeah, maybe next time we'll just start by going to number 1, green number 1. Why not? And yeah, we'll see. I think at this point, since we wasted so much time, I will actually have time to see if there were any input on, like, whether I should just do green 1, 2, 3 or do, like, green 1, blue 1, red 1, and so on. If people have any suggestions, because I'm not really sure how I would do it myself. Maybe I would start by, like, doing just 1 or 2 levels in green and then going to one of the other ones, just, like, see if they're fundamentally different, and then deciding based on that if I, like, want to focus on the similar puzzles in green first, so we get, like, a more gradual increase of that mechanic or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.